Purdue is one of the most culturally diverse public universities in the US. In 2014, there were over 9,000 international students enrolled who represent 123 countries. The total enrollment of international students has increased 85% in the past 10 years.
As these numbers continue to grow, international students and faculty are becoming a major part of the university. With the rise in population, Purdue faces challenges such as inclusion. Fast Track reporter Hanyang Guo has more on the story.
Purdue University is proud of its cultural diversity and has been ranked second in international student enrollment among all public United States colleges and universities. Rather than a rich mix of cultures, students would prefer to stay separate instead of coming together. Purdue Assistant Director of Global Learning Faculty Development Charles Callahan used the metaphor junior high dance to describe this phenomenon.
At a junior high dance, you typically have the males on one side of the dance floor and the females on the other side of the dance floor, and they're reluctant to meet each other in the middle and participate in the dance activities.
Callahan believes the main reason behind the lack of interaction between the national and international students is they all want to stay within their comfort zone rather than encountering and dealing with cultural differences.
There's enough difference that they don't make the extra effort to wait out that encounter of difference and figure out that they really can learn from one another.
From the international student's perspective, the difficulty level of engaging and dealing with the American culture depends on whether English is their first language or not.
Oh, yeah, no, definitely. The language is definitely a big part of why it's so easy for me to engage in American culture.
I think the largest barrier for non-English speaking country is the language.
Although the language is a problem for the non-native English speakers, Professor Osman from Branham School of Communication believes these international students are all concerned with their language, which shouldn't be a barrier that blocks them from engaging in the American culture.
Oftentimes, their English is perfectly fine for them to succeed in the classroom, and sometimes their English is even better than someone who is from the United States.
In order to overcome our cultural differences, Callahan and two international students gave their suggestions.
My suggestion would be to make the extra effort to broaden your knowledge and sit down with a person from another country and spend time with each other.
I think the best way to engage in American culture is to communicate with Native Americans and watch American TV episode.
I think a lot of it has to do with just immersing yourself around Americans.
As a Purdue faculty member, Professor Osman also shared his way to let students from different parts of the world come together and deal with cultural differences.
I really break the walls down and I force people together. That's the best way to get people from different cultures to work together. You force them to work together, and before you know it, at the end of the semester, they're best friends.
Through his unique way of putting people together, he learned things from the international student as well.
I've learned a lot, especially from Chinese students, about the whole sense of family.
Purdue will continue to bring people from all over the world together, but has yet to create a sense of belonging and a sense of family. Reporting for Fast Track, I'm Hanyang Guo.